In 10th class physics, 6th lesson, we are discussing about the electronic configuration. There are 3 rules to know about the electronic configuration. First one we already have gone through, that is Pauli's exclusion principle. Second one is Abbo principle. In this session we are going to learn about the Abbo principle. Pauli rule tells us that no two electrons in the same atom cannot have the 4 quantum numbers same. According to the Pauli's rule, Pauli's principle, every orbital can have maximum of 2 electrons. Now, Abbo principle. The maximum number of electrons in any shell is 2n square, where n is the principal quantum number. The number of subshells in a shell are equal to the number of that shell. Means if the number of the shell is 1, means it is the first shell, then there will be only one subshell in it, that is S subshell. When n is equal to 2, means for the second shell there will be 2 subshells. They are S and P, S subshell and P subshell. Okay, for the first shell there will be only one orbital, that is 1s, because S subshell have only one orbital, that is S orbital, and second orbit, means second shell, have 2 subshells and 4 orbitals, 2 square. So the number of orbitals in an orbit is equal to n square. The square of the number represents the shell. For the first shell 1 square, for the second shell 2 square, for the third shell 1s, 3p, 5d orbitals, total of 9, 3 square. For each orbital maximum 2 electrons. That's why n square into 2, 2n square. The maximum number of electrons in any shell is 2n square in this way. The maximum number of electrons in a subshell is equal to 2 into 2l plus 1, where L value for the S subshell is 0, for the P subshell it is 1, for the D subshell the L value is 2, for the F subshell L value is 3. For S subshell 2 into 0 plus 1, that is 1 into 2, 2 electrons. For the P subshell 2 into 1, 2 plus 1, 3 orbitals, 3 into 2, 6 electrons. That's why P subshell can have maximum number of 6 electrons. In this way, in the D subshell there will be maximum 10 electrons. In the F subshell 14 electrons respectively. In the ground state of the electronic configuration can be built up by placing electrons in the lowest available orbitals until the total number of electrons added is equal to the atomic number. This is called the Abbo principle. In the German language, Abbau means building up, means starting from the lower level. Thus, orbitals are filled in the order of increasing energy. We already know that for the first shell, the energy level is less, and increasing number of the n value tells us that the energy level also increases. Means the lowest energy level is first orbit, and second orbits or second shells energy level is more than that of first shell. The energy level of third shell is more than greater than these two, first shell and second shell. That's why to know about the electronic configuration, the above principle makes two rules to help us to predict the electronic configuration. The first one is electrons are assigned to orbitals in order of increasing value of n plus L, because n plus L value represents the energy level of that orbital. For subshells with the same value of n plus L, electrons are assigned first to the subshell with lower n, because lower n means it is the lower orbit or lower shell. After filling the lower shell, the electrons can go to the next orbit. That's why when the n plus L value is same, then the electron is assigned to the first to the subshell with the lower n value. Now you can observe here the orbitals are written. This is called the Euler diagram. For the n is equal to n 1 means for the first shell, there will be only one subshell, that is 1s. For all s orbitals, L is 0. For the p orbitals, L is 1. So n plus L value for the 1s is 1 plus 0 is equal to 1. For the 2s, that is 2 plus 0 is 2. For the 2p, 2 plus 1, that is 3. For the 3s, it is 3 plus 0, 3. So first electron should enter into the 1s. Second electron also should enter into the 1s only, because for each orbital the maximum number of electrons is 2. After filling up 1s, the electron enters into the 2s. Next, after filling up of 1s and 2s, then there is a question. The n plus value for the 2p is 2 plus 1 is 3. For the 3s orbital also 3 plus 0 is 3. But for the 2p, n value is 2. For the 3s, n value is 3. That's why electron first enter into the 2p. After filling up of the 2p, then it goes to the 3s. In this manner, even the 3d orbital is there in the third shell, but its n plus L value is 3 plus 2, 5. But for the 4s, the n plus L value is 4 plus 0 is equal to 4. So the n plus L value of the 4s is less than the 3d. So the electron enters first into 4s. After filling up the 4s, then only the electrons goes into the 3d, because the n plus value of the 4s is less than the 3d. Now by this you can understand that the energy levels are in the increasing order of 1s, 2s, 2p, 3s, 3p, 4s, 3d, 4p, 5s in the so and so. Then the electronic configuration of hydrogen is the first electron should go into 1s, that's why its electronic configuration is 1s1. For the helium, there are 2 electrons, that's why they should enter into 1s only, that's why 1s2, but the spin quantum numbers are opposite, means plus half and minus half are up arrow and low arrow or down arrow. For the lithium, Z is equal to 3. Here, third electron should enter into the next level, into next shell. In the next shell, the energy level is lower to the 2s, that's why electron goes into the 2s. In the beryllium, there are 4 electrons, that's why both the third and fourth electrons goes into the 2s orbital only. 1s, 2, 2s, 2. But in the boron, the fifth electron should go into the p subshell. In that p subshell, there are 3 orbitals, 2px, 2py, 2pz. So the electron enters into one of these 3. That's why we write 1s2, 2s2, 2p1 or 1s2, 2s2, 2px1, 2px1. But what about the sixth electron in the carbon? Because there are 6 electrons in the carbon, whether it goes into 2px or 2py. This will be known with the next principle, that is Hund's rule. Let us know it in the next lesson.